If I was a dad, I'd be the practical type. Just driving around in a lifted truck, probably not even wheels, but some nice tires on it. With that being said, if you gave me the keys to your dad's truck and said, I want to make him the cool dad, this is exactly how I would do it. Before we get into that, let's talk about how you can do a classic build. So a classic build in my eyes is something that still maintains functionality of the vehicle 110%. It also doesn't ride like crap, but it looks really good and it just looks clean. In my eyes, a lot of times actually that's stock wheels. I don't know what it is about me and stock wheels and massive tires, but I think they look good a lot of times. In other instances though, a classic build would be something more old school, right? Where you take it back and you got this real deep dish wheel or an Alcoa style wheel that is wrapped around like a 37, just a mud bogging tire. That you'd have to have a 4-inch, at least a 2.5 inch. If you wanted to just upgrade a little bit in tire size, you'd have a 2.5 inch lift kit, maybe put some 33s or 34 inch tires on it and make them at least 11.6 to 12.5, stretch to 13, we can dabble, but 11.6 to 12.5 inches wide. That's gonna maintain your functionality with a 2.5 inch level kit and just going up in those wheel sizes and maybe sticking some Alcoa wheels. That's a classic build. It looks good, it rides very well, maintains mainly everything about the functionality of the vehicle towing wise, and it's sleek. And so that would be the classic build that I would either rock, or if you wanted the cool dad style, this is how I'd rock it. There's two different styles of cool dad, right? You got the one that just rolls up to the party, who's got this thing that's dang near a monster truck, right? You're like, a few more inches, it's not street legal. And so that would be something like an F-250. And a similar kit is this. If you gave me the keys and I had a unlimited price. All right, so I'm throwing probably a 6-inch BDS kit, and I would go with 37s on 2212s. It's basically what we have on this. This thing is absolutely massive, and I would go ahead and color match the entire thing like we have here. So we color match the front. By the way, with my build in the future, when I was talking about classy, I'm still color matching it, some aspects of it. I'm actually kind of a fan of chrome, and so I'm gonna keep the chrome, but a lot of the aspects I'd color match as well. But Cool Dad is blacking out all the chrome. He is gonna have the Ford logo color match, bumpers color match. You're gonna have your mirrors color match. I would actually go ahead and do the full mirror assembly to color match. Taillights, smoke them. I'll do color match on the tailgate panels. I would black out the window trim and then fog light bezels, everything about this grill. Make sure it's color matched. And then come along to the side and you've got your 2212 wheels, or if you wanted to and you're all right with the trimming, I'd chop the bumper here and go 2414s, because that'd be sick. But 2212s will do it. This guy's got 37, 12, 50, 22s. I think that is perfect for this stance. Gives you enough to where you do not have a lot of space in between here, and it gives you a very aggressive profile from the side. And so I think that would be a little bit wider out with the wheels, would be like that really cool dad build. Now the other thing you can do, which is one of my favorite builds, I don't actually think we have one here at the moment. We do them a lot on GMCs and Chevys. It's gonna be the 2.5 inch or 3-inch level kit from Cognito, and then you stick 33-inch tires on it on 24x14s. That is one of the sleekest looks that I have ever seen, where you chop a little bit of this bumper right here, you just do a mini Viper, and then you're gonna go ahead and have a lot of this felt liner and the crash bars trimmed. The stance on that build though, since it's only a 3-inch level, gives it the sleekest, just wide body bulldog stance that I've ever seen. And I love seeing our vehicles up and down these hills. You look at it from behind and you're just like, man, that thing's something else. It's the same expression that I had when we did the NFL players build. That build, just the wideness of it was something else. And so if you wanna go with a 3-inch Cognito level, that's one of my favorite builds, doing 2414s, American Force wheels, KG1 wheels, JTX wheels, on one of those, having that wide stance. And preferably, I would say chrome, but the cool dads of the world would say absolutely no, and they would go blackout. And there's nothing wrong with a blackout build. I think that they look phenomenal a lot of the times. Just me personally, I'm a big fan of the chrome. If I did have unlimited money, I would get one where I kept all the chrome and then one where I blacked it out. That, like, towing capability wise, a lot of people think that like you can't tow with this stuff, or a build like the 2.5, you absolutely can. Now, will it affect it? Yeah. You gotta make sure you get the proper drop hitches, and you gotta make sure that, I mean, first of all, forged wheels, they're the strongest wheels on earth. And so if you did have forged wheels and you're looking to tow something, it's gonna be great for it. They're a lot lighter than cast wheels. Do make sure, like with that 24-14 setup, if you're only running 33s, that's where it's gonna get affected towing wise a lot, is you don't have a lot of tire wall. And so adding that extra weight to the back and then possibly running over something, with forged wheels it'll help, but it's gonna be very uncomfortable towing because you don't have a lot of tire. But with this guy, if you have the proper drop hitch, your sensors should adjust themselves with these new trucks. And so you should be fine, especially with these BDS kits. They have, if you have the, it's some advanced towing package. BDS has a bracket for it, changes the kit into adjusting with that advanced towing system. And so you're beautiful. So Classic Dad, kind of finishing up, is the guy that says, I'm gonna go to work in the morning, I'm gonna probably hit some dirt roads, I might go on a construction site, and I just happen to look good doing it. The cool dad is coming back from work and he's like, I'm gonna take the long way home just so that people can look at me. And so, that's two different types of dads. They both got sick builds. But which one? One's very, very expensive. One's a little bit more practical. That's the two different types of builds that we're going over here. Here's how you can tell what kind of dad we're talking about. Like the one is, he's got 35s to 38-inch tires and he's running Method 305s in an 18. Right? Or like the Mickey Thompson and Alcoa wheels. Yeah, them chrome ones, you know what I'm talking about. That in like an 18, 17 with 35s and 38s. He just rolls out, looks classy. You can't fit 38s with a 3-inch level, but with the 35, he's got a 3-inch level kit to a 4-inch, 5-inch BDS, rough country, whatever you want, and he's got 38s, right? That's that Classic Dad. Now the Cool Dad is the one that's running 22 by 12 to 14 to 24 by 16, 26 by 16. It's a guy that doesn't want to park next to shopping carts. You don't want nothing touching that truck. A Classic Dad's truck, you might just take a glance at, you might even miss it. Whereas a Cool Dad's truck, you can see this thing from across the parking lot because there's nothing surrounding it. You'll see this thing coming down, parking at the end of Target, and you can just stare at it because there's nothing blocking its way. He parked away from everybody. But you do look at it, you're like, that's something right there. Somebody put some work into that. Every dad wants to be comfortable. It's just a matter of how comfortable. Classic Dad might have upgraded his leather. He might have some KatzKin, some baseline KatzKin. He might have a bed cover in there, have one of them wireless little charging pads, heated, cooled seats, floor mats, right? And then whereas your Cool Dad is gonna have really nice leather to start off with, and the Classic Dad also might have really nice leather to start off with, so I just want to point it out there. Or he upgraded the heck out of his KatzKin to be like Escalade leather. And then he probably has a retractable bed cover. He's probably got, which are sweet by the way, he's probably got underglow lighting, rock lights, wheel lights. He's probably got an upgraded sound system, maybe a modded exhaust, might have something like a Banks. And he's just riding the style. This guy's a little bit more loud. He's got ceramic tint, so nobody can see him. This guy might just have some color stable tint, could very well have ceramic tint. It's not a big price change. This guy's riding in a heck of a lot of style, because this guy gets up in the morning and he looks good, it's quieter, and he's comfortable. This guy is very, very comfortable. No matter how cool he is, Dad's still gonna ask me for the total price. So, breaking it down, you're just looking at a level kit wheels and tires, you're looking anywhere from $3,500 to $5,500 typically. That's not to say if you want forged wheels, that doesn't upgrade that by about $5 to $8 grand. Cool Dad, you're looking at paint match KatzKin, lift kit wheels, tires, KatzKin. To buy the KatzKin, I believe it is about $1,500, and then you're looking at about another $15 for install, so about $3 grand. And then you're looking at wheel lights, give or take on based on what you do. If you do rock lights, looking at about $1,200 after install. You've got your 5-inch lift kit with 2212s, 35s. That's typically on an F250, it's about 95 to 10 grand. On a F150, it's about 85 to 9 grand. Colormatch can range anywhere from amount you do from $300 to $8,000. I've done a Colormatch job that was 15, where we repainted the entire thing. Colormatch can range a lot. If you're looking for a full Colormatch package like this, I'd say you're looking at right around $55 to $6,500 for the entire vehicle to get blacked out, well, chrome deleted and paint matched. So yeah, that's what we're looking at price-wise. If you're just looking for a lift kit on an F-150, this build is about $85. Level kit, wheels, tires, $35 to $5,500. Which one's your dad? The classic, comfortable, defined, functional, or are you the cool dad? The showstopper, one that still get looks at 65 years old. It's kind of weird, but definitely a showstopper and puts work into his vehicle. This one works in the vehicle, this one puts work into the vehicle. Which one are you? Me personally, I'm a little bit more the classic way. I would definitely still put a lot of work into the vehicle to where I would do something that's just unique to me. So maybe, I don't know, color match the emblem, something like that. But either which way, if you are a classic or cool, we can get you taken care of over at KreitzCustoms.com. Or give us a call at 301-694-4642. Subscribe to Krietz Customs to win a free set of wheels and tires. If we hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, we'll be giving away a set just like this, a 35, 12, 50, 22 Fury Country Hunter on a 22x12 fuel wheel. If you want those, go ahead and subscribe to Krietz Customs, and we will see you when we give you those wheels away.